Hi, my name is Jugraj Singh, and the research paper that I have selected to discuss on is Database Management System as a Cloud Service. So, just getting an introduction of the topic, in recent years, database outsourcing has become an important component of cloud computing. So, we have to keep in mind that the cost of data transfer over the years has decreased, but the cost of data management has increased compared to the initial acquisition cost. So companies prefer outsourcing data management tasks to third parties. So now what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the practice of using a network of remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage and process data rather than storing it on a local server or a personal computer. So cloud computing delivers extremely fast storages at a very low cost. Now, cloud database management systems is what we're going to discuss further. So, what is that exactly? It's a distributed database that delivers computing as a service instead of a product. It is the sharing of resources, software, and information between multiple devices over a network, which is mostly the internet. So, cloud applications connect to the database that is being run on cloud and have varying degree of efficiencies. Now, database management systems are one of the oldest integral components of computing, essentially making it possible to scan, retrieve, and organize data on hard drives and networks. So, the advantage that our cloud-based database system or database management systems will have over the typical database management systems is that the cloud-based ones are extremely scalable and elastic, because of which they will be able to handle a very large volume of data and processes that a typical database management system wouldn't be able to handle. I read a research paper on databases and cloud computing, and this was a summary of it. The article introduced the basic knowledge and concepts of cloud databases and explained some of their important features. Presently, the cloud database has advanced another measurement, which is database as a service. So this service will assist organizations to exploit facilities provided by the suppliers without them having to think about the storage of the equipment or the programming tools. So they will get administrations from the database as a service supplier and take advantages of the flexibility of a full-time available database. The adoption of the cloud database has proved that advantages are more than the disadvantages. So some additional points which that paper covered was on-demand self-service. Talking about on-demand self-service, with distributed computing, affiliations can have on interest self-organization for handling capacities. For instance, server time and framework stockpiling when required and through a single supplier. Next, talking about rapid elasticity. Cloud limits can be given to the endorser rapidly and adaptable, allowing the support of either construct or decrease organizations. The limits available consistently appear in every way to be fast to the supporter and can be gained in any sum at whatever point. Then broad network access. So all services and facilities of clouds are accessible on the network and will be available according to some systematic mechanisms that improve the use of heterogeneous thin or thick client platforms, for example, mobile devices or portable workstations. uh, multiple tenacity service, multi-tenacity service. The cloud server can be informed for prerequisites for policy-driven administration, segmentation, isolation, governance, service levels, and charging or payments for various types of customers. And measured services, cloud systems, they basically monitor, control, and improve the availability and performance of provided facilities and services through a deliberate administration ability that is fitting for the sort of administration offered. So the use of the asset can be observed, monitored, and recorded to offer clear report to the supplier as well as users of the services. This is basically to better the services. Now, some other research papers which I saw and what they covered was in a research paper by Waterman and Androsek. The authors present a practical prototype of migration tool for SQL databases, including MySQL and Microsoft SQL servers. So this research mainly contributed in investigation of issues which may happen in the process of migration of databases to the cloud storage. Then another research paper by Stroch, he introduced a methodology to move applications to cloud. So he considered some significant aspects such as differences in the granularity of interactions and data confidentiality. In another research paper, the researchers offered a benchmark of the main database solutions presented by service providers as database as a service. They review the characteristics of solutions and their adaptability to big data applications. And finally, in the paper written by Arora and Gupta, the state of the art in the cloud databases and various architectures have been reviewed and discussed. Furthermore, the challenges which they may face in development of cloud databases have been discussed and assessed. So now the proposed system in this research paper, in the research paper that I'm discussing. So as you can see on the right hand side, there's a diagram. So we move from bottom to top. So the bottommost layer is the storage. So the first layer is the storage, followed by the databases and then the application layer. So in terms of performance, it will provide efficient data access with a better distribution of values for some data. It stores frequently used SQL statements in the memory, which avoids time-consuming recompilation at the runtime. And also it will produce a detailed report on each step used for data access, allowing you to accurately implement performance enhancements. So the data is encrypted when stored or backed up without any need for programming to encrypt and decrypt, which will also ensure the security, which is a major concern when it comes to cloud-based data management systems. Now the future scope. So database management system cloud services as of 2021 is a $65 billion market in US alone. The overall market grew 18.4% from 2019 to 2020, and cloud database management system accounted for 68% of that growth. Amazon and Microsoft alone account for 75% of the growth from 2019 to 2020. Database management system innovation is cloud first or cloud only for development and often for delivery as well. So majority of inquiries to data management analysts about database management system choices are usually about cloud platforms and migration to these platforms. So the future of cloud computing in education and industries around this domain will be able to witness the power of cloud computing services. The future of cloud computing jobs is bright. Companies will need skilled specialists who can promise security in all stages of cloud services, because it's important for service providers to ensure that cyber attacks are kept at bay. Also, big brands and Fortune 500 companies are migrating their services and products to the cloud. Future use of cloud computing is going to increase and not decline. These are the pointers for a better and stronger future in cloud. So the conclusion that I come to from this is that database management systems as a cloud service are engineered to run as a scalable elastic service available on a cloud infrastructure. So cloud database management systems will have impact for vendors desiring a less expensive platform for development. We presented the idea of database management system in the cloud, the possibilities to be offered as one of the services offered by promising capability of cloud computing, that is to be a database management system as a service. And we also propose the architecture of the database management system in the cloud. So the conclusion that I come to is future use of cloud computing is only going to increase and not decline. And this is the bibliography. Thank you.